solutions, which is called as a liquid junction potential. And this will take place, diffusion of the ions will take place until both the solutions attain the same concentration. And you can see that that means liquid junction potential generally it can be avoided. That means you, when you don't want to have a diffusion of ions between two solutions, that is done by replacing that is done by two solutions are found to be not in direct contact with one another, where you can avoid or eliminate the liquid junction potential here. This is what we have taken the 1:1 electrolyte. That is where for the positive EMF we consider that this left hand side to be a source of electrons, such that K plus ions will move into this part here, whereas Cl minus will move in a direction opposite to that of your cations here. And applying your internet connection here. Then applying your Faraday's law, that is Faraday's first law of electrolysis, that is applied here. Finally, we get a free energy change for the positive ion and for the negative ion here. Finally, the net free energy is given as delta G. Net free energy is obtained as delta G1 plus delta G2, that is for the anion and cation. And finally, relate this delta G to that of your ELJ. You have an expression delta G equal to minus NFE or ELJ here. Get the expression for ELJ and N value, that is number of electrons involved here is 1. So finally you get ELJ equal to minus delta G by F. Substitute the value of delta G. Finally you obtain ELJ, that is the potential, liquid junction potential is found to be 1 minus 2 times of Tc RT by F ln of A2 by A1. Remember this expression in the derivation is also very important here. And remember that always the sum of the transport numbers of the anion cation is always found to be equal to 1 here. Ta plus Tc equal to 1 here, such that I replace Ta of the anion, transport number of the anion, by your cation, that is 1 minus Tc here. That is the final expression here. Now today I move on to your chemical cells, where under that you have chemical cell with transference and without transference. Again I move on to the concentration cells. Again in that you have concentration cells with and without transference here. With transference means where you consider the two solutions in contact with one another. Without transference means there is a no diffusion of ions from one solution to the other solution. Okay, so that is done by by adding your considering salt bridge here. Then what is generally chemical cells? So generally these are the cells where the EMF will be obtained due to chemical reaction taking place in the cell here. That is already known here. So here these are the cells in which you can say that the EMF is results only when the chemical reaction takes place in the cell here. So under this you have a two types of chemical cells. One is with transference chemical cell, without transference here. So first we go for chemical cell without transference. Transference is nothing but your diffusion of the ions. Without transference means no diffusion of the ions here. So under this chemical cell without transference, I consider a cell of this type. It is a complete cell I have taken here. Okay, now you can see, so in this type liquid junction potential is neglected because already it is said that without transference no diffusion of ions it will be here. So that is generally done by considering your salt bridge here. So when salt bridge is present, obviously there is no liquid junction potential here. Okay, now you can see that I am taking the electrolytic solution HCl, which is having the activity A of HCl. The activity of HCl is denoted by A of HCl. This HCl is to the subscript of A, not, don't write on the same line here. A of your HCl, A bottom to the HCl. Now we can find your left hand electrode is a hydrogen electrode, whereas your right hand electrode is nothing but silver chloride electrode. Okay, this is represent the silver chloride electrode, and this is nothing but your hydrogen electrode. This hydrogen electrode will be reversible to your H plus ions, whereas silver chloride will be reversible to your Cl minus ions here. Now you can see that both the electrodes are dipped in the same HCl solution. You can see that they are dipped in the same HCl solution here. Okay, so that is being done here. So now when you pass one part of electricity through this particular cell here, a corresponding half cell reactions will take place at the respective electrodes here. Okay, that is done, repeated same here. The both cell forms a chemical cell without transfer, in which the hydrogen electrode of partial pressure pH2, the hydrogen gas partial pressure is denoted as pH2 here, is dipped into HCl solution of activity of AHCl, whereas silver chloride electrode is also dipped into the same HCl solution. hydrogen electrode is reversible to your H plus ions, and silver chloride electrode is reversible to your Cl minus here. Now, how do you give the EMF cell? Already I told you, people know that the E cell is nothing but your sum of the potentials existing at your left hand and right hand electrode. This side, what do you have? Hydrogen electrode. The potential you have to take here, and this you have your silver chloride electrode. When it comes in contact with the solution, definitely you find the potential existing. That is, I make it as E2 here. Now, when this hydrogen electrode is dipped into this particular H cell solution, there arises an electrode potential that is denoted by E1 here. Now, the E cell or EM of the complete cell is nothing but equal to sum of the potential existing, that is E1 plus your E2 here. That is what we mentioned here. Now, when you pass one part of electricity through the cell here, corresponding half cell reactions will be taking place at your left hand electrode and your right hand electrode. Now, what happens at the left hand electrode, we will see here. So when you go for the left hand electrode, this hydrogen gas will go into the solution as H plus ions plus liberation of electron. Now you can see that the electrons is being liberated. So it is an oxidation process here. Okay. Now the activity of H plus ion is taken as A of H plus ion here. Now to this particular half cell reaction, now you apply your Nernst equation, because at that particular electrode a potential is being developed here. So that potential according to the Nernst equation is given as E1 equal to E naught of hydrogen gas here minus RT by F ln of activity of your H plus ion by activity of your hydrogen gas. That is what is taken as partial pressure of hydrogen gas, that is P of partial pressure of hydrogen gas to the power half, because you can see that half mole of hydrogen gas. So that power is being also considered, that will come to the power half here. Now we know that standard electrode potential of hydrogen gas is arbitrarily taken as 0 here. So therefore this value will become 0. Now finally what you get, E1 equal to minus RT by F ln of activity of the H plus ion, then partial pressure of your hydrogen gas here. Okay, half is there. Now this is regarding your left hand electron. Now we move to your right hand electrode. To the right hand electrode, what do you have? Silver chloride electrode. So here, when here oxidation is taking place left hand side, obviously reduction will be taking place at the right hand electrode. That reduction reaction is given as silver chloride plus absorption of electron, giving rise to your silver. It got reduced. You can see that Ag plus ion is being reduced to Ag0. It's a solid here, plus your Cl minus ion. Activity of Cl minus is taken, is indicated as A of Cl minus N. Okay, it's a reduction reaction. You can see that electron is being added here. So where your AgCl is being reduced to your Ag here. Okay, it's a reduction reaction here. Now how do you give the Nernst equation for this reduction reaction? It is given as E2 equal to E naught of AgCl, that's your silver chloride electrode, minus RT by F ln of activity. What do you have left hand side? To the reaction right, what do you have? Ag of solid and Cl minus is there. To the again right side, what do you, left side, what do you have? AgCl, it's a solid here. Same is written ln of activity of your products, that is Ag solid, activity of your Cl minus by your activity of your reactants, that is AgCl solid. And generally we know that the activity of the solids is taken as equal to 1. Generally for the solids the activity will be taken nearly equal to unity here. So in such a case this will become 1 and this will become 1. So left over will be only A activity of your Cl minus ion. That is what is written, A activity of, that is ln of A of Cl minus ion. This is the potential that is arised at your right hand electrode, that is silver electrode. Whereas this is the potential that is being developed at your left hand side when hydrogen is made in contact with your HCl solution. That potential value finally we obtain as, by applying the Nernst equation, we obtain finally as in this manner. Now how do you give the net cell reaction? The net cell reaction is obtained by adding the corresponding half cell reactions. This is the half cell reaction and this is the half cell reaction. Both you add up, what happens? Electron goes off, electron goes off. This plus this will be equal to your H plus, Ag solid and your Cl minus. That is what same written. Half of mole of hydrogen gas plus silver chloride solid in equilibrium with your H plus ion activity plus Ag solid plus Cl minus here. Or you get, this is your net overall reaction that you obtain. Now how do you give the total EMF cell? That is obtained by adding E1 and E2. So these are the E1 and E2 are nothing but they are the electrode potential existing at your left hand side and your right hand side here. Finally E equal to, substitute the values of E1 and E2. This is the value for your E1 and this gives the value for your E2 here. And now this I bring front. First I write this term minus RT by F is common, RT by F is common. This is taken here. This you have ln of this thing, ln of this thing. That is nothing but I've taken minus RT by F as a common term. Inside what you have? Ln of this term plus ln of ln of A activity of Cl minus here. That is nothing but ln A plus ln B here. That can be written as ln AB. So when you put these two terms, that I get it as ln of activity of H plus ion, activity of Cl minus by partial pressure of your hydrogen gas. I'm taking minus RT by F as a common term because you can see this is the term here. This is the term is there. Both I can take as a common. You take it as a common. Inside the bracket left over is nothing but ln of this thing plus ln of ACl minus. That is nothing but ln A plus ln B. That can be written as ln AB. So finally get, you will obtain this particular term here. The one more step also you can put it in. That is not required. Directly I given the formula over here. ln A plus ln B is nothing but ln AB here. Now what I can write, E equal to the same. That standard electrode potential of a silver chloride electron minus RT by F. Now I can see here ln of this represents activity of H plus and activity of Cl minus. I can write it as activity of HCl. So that is what written, activity of your HCl and again partial pressure of your hydrogen gas. Suppose if I take the partial pressure of hydrogen gas equal to 1 atmosphere, then 1 you substitute 1 to the power half is nothing but 1. Finally you get this expression is reduced again as E cell. EMF of the cell equal to E naught of AgCl solid, that is minus RT by F ln of A of HCl. So this gives the final EM of the cell or E cell expression for your chemical cell without transference. So finally you can see that the EM of the cell depends upon the activity of your HCl solution. So this is what is regarding your EM of the cell, that is chemical cell without transference here. Now I move to chemical cell with transference. With transference means you don't find any solid bridge where the two solutions will be made in contact with one another such that the diffusion of ions takes place from one solution to the other solution, thereby resulting in liquid junction potential here. So now the E cell will be no longer equal to EL plus ER. The E cell will be equal to now EL plus ER plus ELJ. So that is what same done here. You don't have any derivation part here, only simple write up you have to give. So that is what saying. In this cell with transference, liquid junction potential is taken into consideration here. Two electric solutions are found to be direct contact with one another. Thus, you find a potential difference which is developed at the boundary between two solutions of different concentration. That potential is called as liquid junction potential. Now, in the presence of liquid junction potential, the E cell will be equal to EL plus ER plus ELJ. Example I have given. You can see here that is zinc rod dipped in your zinc sulfate solution, silver electrode or silver metal rod dipped in your silver nitrate solution. You can see that these two solutions are in contact with another because you find a dotted line here. So that means that potential at the boundary between two solutions is given as ELJ. So this is the potential at your right hand electrode where silver rod is in contact with with its own ions, that is Ag plus ions, whereas your left hand side you have a zinc rod where you have a zinc metal rod dipped in a solution of Zn2 plus ions, that potential is given as EL. So in the presence of liquid junction potential, the E cell will be equal to EL plus ER plus ELJ. So simply you have to give some statement in case of chemical cell with transfer, no derivation part is there here. Okay, so this is regarding your chemical cell with and without transference here. Now I move on to concentration cells. This was same, simple, everything is same. Only thing you have to remember the cell notations you have to remember. That means under concentration cell, what cell it has been taken. Suppose if I go for concentration without transference and with transference, what the cells it is being taken, that you should remember. And simple general steps are there because every side, left hand, right hand electrode of cell reactions will be taking place. The left hand oxidation, right hand side of the reduction will be taking place. You add up and generally get a final expression for your without transference and with transference here. So everything expression, final expression will also be same. Only in case of with transference, you find one more extra term, that is T minus here, whereas that you don't find in case of your without transference here. Okay. Now I go to concentration with cell with transference. So what is concentration cell? It is the one in which the solutions of same electrolyte of different concentrations are used here. You can see that these are the cells where you find the solutions will be same, but they are found to be of different concentrations. So in such a that cell is considered to be a concentration cell here. So in that case, in this concentration cell, first we move to concentration cell without transference. Without transference means there is no liquid, there is no salt bridge here. Okay, so that is what taken. This is the first cell it is taken here. You can see in this type of cells, the two electrolytic solutions are not direct contact with one another here. The two solutions are separated by means of salt bridge or by some other means. Okay, that we will see here. So this is what is taken the cell of this type. Same what you have gone for chemical cell with transference there, without transference there. You can see this is a hydrogen electrode which is reversible to H plus ions, and this is silver chloride electrode which is reversible to your Cl minus ion. Both the electrodes are dipped in your same HCl solution. This is dipped in this one, this is dipped in this one. This HCl solution is given activity as A1 here. Now same, when you pass one part of electricity through the cell, the following half cell reactions takes place. That is at left hand electrode, hydrogen goes into the solution as H plus ion plus electron, whereas at your right hand electrode, silver chloride is being reduced to your Ag solid here. This is oxidation process and this is your reduction process here. Okay, now how do you obtain net cell reaction? That is obtained by adding the two half cell reactions. You add up two half cell reactions here. That is what you obtain this particular complete cell reaction here. That is half mole of hydrogen gas plus Ag solid, giving in equilibrium with a H plus ion and Cl minus ion having the activities A plus of 1, A minus of 1 plus Ag solid. Now what does this A plus of 1 it represents? It represents your activity of H plus ion, uh, which is having a that is of HCl solution having activity A1. Cl minus A minus of 1 represents the activity of your anion, that is Cl minus ion, which is present in your HCl solution having the activity A1 here. So that is the meaning of this one. A minus of 1, A plus of 1. It represents the activity of H plus ion of HCl solution having activity A1. A of minus of 1 represents the activity of your Cl minus ion, which is present in your HCl solution having the activity A1 here. Okay. Now what you do is consider again the same cell. Again you consider same cell, except the change that the solution of HCl, that is the activity of HCl, is now taken as A2. Okay, that means A2 means I'm taking the different activity, different concentration here. So that is what done. Same cell is being considered, but the activity of HCl is now taken as A2 here. Okay, different from that of your earlier here. The same again, what happened? This is the hydrogen electrode and this is your silver chloride. Both are dipped in HCl solution, which is having activity A2 here. Now, when you pass one part of electricity through this particular cell, the corresponding half cell reactions takes place at the respective electrodes here. Okay, same process takes place at the respective electrodes here. That is what same will have to write here, where you give it as A plus of 2. Here you give it as A minus of 2 here. Now the net cell reaction I have directly taken. The net cell reaction is given as same reaction you have to write, except you have to put it 2, only 2. Now what does this means? A plus of 2 indicates it represents the activity of H plus ion, that is your cation, which is present in the HCl solution, which is having activity A2. Now A minus of 2 represents the activity of your anion. Anion means general negative. It's an excess of electron. So A minus of 2 represents the activity of your anion, which is present in the HCl solution of activity A2 here. Okay. Now what you do is connect these two cells. This first one and this, you connect the two cells such that they send the EMF in the opposite direction. Okay. You should connect the two cells in such a way that they give the EMF in the opposite direction. That is what you get, an EMF in the opposite direction. That is what is done. You can see here platinum, hydrogen, HCl activity 1, AgCl solid. Now this is connected. This is connected to the second half, second cell part here. That is Ag solid, AgCl, again HCl of activity A2, hydrogen, that is your hydrogen electrode. So you are combining the two cells of HCl solutions having activity A1 and A2 in such a way that with EMFs in such a way that you should have an EMFs in the opposite direction. They should not be in the same direction here. They should have the EMF in the opposite direction here. So that is given.